Hey. Good afternoon slash morning. It's 20 minutes to the afternoon time, so I just said good morning just in case. I'm sitting here fixing the audio, but everything should be good. Y'all still should be able to hear me. Um, this is the F&E podcast, and I'm your host, Akili Paige. It has been it has been 2 weeks since I actually did a live recording. Life happens. You gotta start to catch up. Make sure things are in order for the next year to come. Make sure you got everything that was bothering you off. You just had to keep up and make sure life ain't beating you. Okay, so um, like I said yesterday, I got two major announcements, but I have a couple of important announcements. Okay. So I really didn't write these down. And we start our day off with a daily motivation quote and the quote of the day. So we're going to keep that going. Let's see what we got for the quote of the day. Oh, okay. Let's see. And yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, yesterday my quotes was on point, man. I'm talking about on point. Everything that I was thinking about, it 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 lined up with my positivity. So for this finance morning show, our first quote is, hey, where's the quote? Our quote of the day is, I've learned to question success a lot more than failure. And that is by Cat Cole. Cat Cole, I've learned to question success a lot more than failure. That is the truth. And you know what? You shouldn't question why you fail. Failing is going to happen. You're going to fail, not all the time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think perfection is key, which is key, but it is hard to obtain. So, us thinking that we're going to succeed all the time is actually almost impossible. So, well, they didn't want to, well, he said send the link. I'm on, there we go. I'm about to say, hey, okay, so I got the notification. Yes, sir. I got it all figured out, man. I got it all linked in now. So every time I go live, it'd be on IG, it'd be on it'd be everywhere, man. Twitch and everything. I'm trying to listen, I had to get everything figured out. I had to get all that clutter out my mind. We live, okay? That's all I'm saying is we live. But let me get this let me explain this quote. I've learned to question success a lot more than failure. Um, don't be scared. Don't be scared to fail, because if you're scared to fail, that means you're scared to try. You know what I'm saying? And what's life without trying? Like, what is life without trying? You know what I'm saying? You don't get nowhere in life without trying. And although when you try, you may not succeed the first time, it's okay to fail. You get back up and do that again. Do it again. I guarantee you have a different result for the next time you go do the next thing. Okay. Let me get this other quote, y'all. I want to get my daily motivation quote. It says slow down and breathe. Don't we all need to? So look, my major announcements is I now have I'm about to offer credit repairing. We're gonna offer credit repairing now. A lot of people was asking me about credit. I really tried to stay away from it, but I see that it will help y'all in the long run. So I'm not going to withhold that knowledge. I'm going to actually help. Um, Pricing and stuff will vary. It won't be that much, but we will offer credit repair now. Um, we also will offer bookkeeping services, meaning uh, basically having your own personal accountant month by month to track your spending and your income and your spending. Now, a lot of people is kind of iffy about this, but I'm gonna let you know you won't. You will see a 10% to a 30% increase in your finances. Okay, this is this is studied. This is not no gimmick. Like, there are ways to save you money. Okay, and I mean, I don't know if I have to show you written proof or show you like visual proof, but 10% to 30% savings month by month. We will be offering bookkeeping services now too. Okay. Um, and with that being said, it is important, especially right now in today's economy, to keep track of your income and your expenses. Okay. It don't matter if you got your own account, your own software, your own program. You need to know how to keep track of spending right now in today's economy. We don't know which way the world is headed. It could be headed upwards, it can be headed downwards. I mean, that's just the economy we live in right now. Is it good or bad? That's hearsay. So either way, we will be offering bookkeeping services along with credit repair services as well. I do have somebody that I can show y'all that we started. She started off at a 300, and she's now all the way at a 680. That's 380 points, and it only took what 6 months, 7 months. So I mean, hey, if you wanna get on that journey too as well. Um, me personally, I'm sitting at a 680 myself, and that's because I still have student loans on my credit. Whenever I pay my student loans off, my credit will be in the sevens, the high sevens. But I keep the student loans on there so I can have a long credit age, and you got to have a long credit age to make your credit look good. So um again, but I will not be going over this on Mondays no more, y'all. That's another announcement I got to make. We are expanding the show. So it will be every Monday morning and every Monday night. Every Monday morning, it will be finance news. It will be finance news. We'll be going over the news in the finance. Okay. I will have a paid subscription. I'll probably make it $5 every 4 months, every 3 months. Okay, I'll probably make it $5 every 3 months because I will be hosting another finance show on Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays I will be giving financial advice, financial tips, financial secrets, and just things to help you gain financial income. Okay, I'm no longer giving out free game, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why I'm no longer giving out free game. No longer giving out free game because it's a lot of suckers out there that don't want to see you succeed, okay? Like, so you know, and I'd rather be there for the people who really needs the finance and the finance tips, the financial tips and help than having people who's just out here. I don't know what the I'm not gonna put anything on any. I just for my my fans, my supporters, and things like that. Wednesdays will be y'all day. Okay, we're going to go over. That's when I start going over credit for y'all. That's when I start going over how to save money, how to spend money. I start going through deals. I start bringing in, just a whole bunch of finance things that a lot of people really think they know that they don't know because their heads is too big. But with that being said, and I'm gonna show y'all something too, okay? So so every every Wednesday, okay? Every Wednesday, we will go over and this we will go over notes. I'm talking about not just these are not just regular notes here, y'all, okay? These papers right here you can't really get from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You would have to go to and your teacher would have to kind of give you these, but we'll go through common stock options. I know a lot of people in the stock market too, and that's another service that I want to get into, but we're not gonna get into that service per se, but I will teach stocks. Okay, I will teach stocks. I will help y'all learn how to buy options and stuff like that. Me more so, I'm more so a long term investor. So my stocks and the plays that I think would be useful to people would be plays that you just put in and you just let it sit and marinate. As long as somebody's buying that item, just know that you're getting paid as well. Okay, so that's three things already. That's 3 4 things already. I just announced that we will now be doing at AP Max Tax Services connected to the F&E podcast. Okay, so now I incorporated my tax services into my podcast. Okay, Wednesday we will be Wednesday will be for my financial constant constituents. Okay, but today I still am going to get in today though. We're still going to have a finance show today. I'm still going to bring y'all everything y'all need today because although people may try to deny you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll never be denied. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll never be denied. You know, people will see you struggling. And let me tell y'all something too. And this is another finance tip, okay? Because the people around you is very, very, very instrumental to the key of your success. Okay? Like, I don't know how to emphasize that any more than it needs to be emphasized. The people around you is very instrumental to the key of your success. And I mean that. I mean that. Okay? Because you could be out here in this world struggling. You could be out here in this world struggling. And people will know. They'll look at you. They'll watch you. Won't even think about reaching out. They'll text you. They'll text you some BS, but won't call you. Okay? Keep them people away from you because they really don't want to see you succeed. They there just for their own personal benefits, which is cool because ultimately everybody got to get benefits from somebody, right? Cool. But you will not make an example out of me or anybody that be around me or anybody that believes and supports in me. Okay? Everybody that believes and supports, we're going to be on a whole different level than these than people that don't want to see you succeed. Okay, now I'm gonna get deeper into that in a second, but I want to read this quote because I'm about to start. So the more you try to control something, the more it controls you. Free yourself and let things take their own natural course. Godly. I mean, hey, I don't know if I get any more direct than what my quotes be telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just pulled that up. I was pulling that up so I could read it to y'all. So anyway, the more you try to control something, the more it controls you. Free yourself and let things take their own natural course. Perfect. That's perfect to what I'm about to get into, okay? So back on the finance, we're going to talk about the key factors around you to help you succeed today. Okay, we're talking about the key factors in financial success to help you succeed in life today. Okay, so recently, recently, before I became an accountant and stuff like that, uh, before I wanted to go back to school, I had owed school probably about a good $1,300. Okay, now I asked a handful of people because at this time, I probably didn't have it. I won't financially stable. Well, I was financially stable, but I didn't have the surplus to take care of school and continue to maintain the living or dwelling that I had. So when things like that happen, you go around and you start to ask the people around you for help. Okay, like no matter who it is, I could have asked my best friend for help. I could have asked anybody in this world for help. Okay. Now, this is what you start to pay attention to. The people that say they would help you that don't help you, the people that say they will help you that actually help you, and the people that say they can't help you but will support you regardless if it happens or not. Okay. Those three people are very instrumental to the key success of your financial gains. Okay. Now, somebody did somebody did help me pay that school off so I can start school to become an accountant. Okay. And this is when I start to learn about finances right here. So I appreciate that person from the bottom of my heart. Um, Although I had got a loan to pay my school off, I knew, and this is just me financially, you know what I'm saying? I knew that the very next month that we would have money coming in. So um instead of having the person that was very key to the instrumental of my success wait, you know what I'm saying? I just went ahead to pay the loan back. So do you not know that this story that I'm telling you is actually correlated to loans? Do y'all know how loans work? Do you know that if you go out there and you go to a bank and you try to purchase, matter of fact, watch this. If you go out there and you try to purchase a car and finance a car, do you not know that you're putting yourself into a loan? Do y'all not know that? I guess we're grown and we got everything figured out. Unless that car is paid off, do you not know you are now inside of a loan? That car has a lien on it. Do you know what a lien holder is? Probably not, but if you don't know what a lien holder is, you go look it up. I say that for Wednesdays for the people that actually want to support the financial journey. Okay, this journey is going to be so beautiful that any negative space that comes around y'all, you're going to think it's going to be ignored. It's going to be blocked. It's going to be repelled off of you back onto the things that the things that they're sitting there projecting off. So we have we have lien holders. Lien holders are basically owners of the property that you just bought. Well, really, you bought it, but it ain't yours because you didn't pay it off all the way. Okay, so that's just like real estate. Real estate, do you not know if you purchase a house and you do not pay the house all the way off, you are now inside of a loan. And actually, to buy a house, you have to acquire a loan to even put a deposit down. So, so these people that are loaning these things out to y'all, they are very instrumental to the key of your success. Okay? So I don't know if people ever think like they out here just doing this big, 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 big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like life is very life is very difficult. Okay? And even the people that think they all got it figured out, they really do not have it all figured out because we don't nobody. Okay, so it's a touch and go situation. Okay, now moving on past the becoming of an accountant thing again. Um, you miss out on things because of rainy days. And I remember my very first show, I believe, or my second show, I believe we were sitting here talking about petty cash funds, having money on a rainy day. Okay. Now, again, this is just to show y'all the journey that I'm living is actually the journey that I'm preaching. Okay. Everything that I have said, I have touched. Everything that I have said, I have had. Everything that I say I will go get or I can go get. Okay. So, um, here recently, okay, these past 2 weeks that we wasn't able to sit here and go live and give y'all the finance and the entertainment shows for the past 2 weeks, um, I had a whole financial crisis, okay? And what better person to have a financial crisis than an accountant? Than an accountant. Because although the pressure is on you, it was never really pressure. I never really felt the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I knew the pressure was there, but never felt that, okay? Now, explain, of course I'll explain it. Um, let's just say my rainy day fund was to maintain the rest of the year, the November, the December, the January, the February, all the way up until tax season come around again, right? Um, when I announced last episode that for the people that was here for the last episode, I announced that my the mother of my child had got into a car accident. So and it was my car. It wasn't her car, it was my car. So I had to replace my car. I'm not gonna make nobody replace anything that ain't theirs. I don't care who fault it was. I had full coverage, and that's what insurance is for. Okay. So, and again, this matter of fact, on Wednesday when I started hosting these paid shows on Wednesday, I will be going into insurance as well because insurance is very important to the key of people's success too. Now, back to what I was saying. I had full coverage, so of course, when you get into an accident, you got full coverage. If your car is totaled, they'll probably send you a piece of your car to to reprimand you for the accident, I guess. So, um, boy, they gave me some money back, and it wasn't enough to get the next vehicle that I needed. And you know, when you live in a household of four, you have to have two vehicles. It's me, mother of my child, children. I apologize, the mother of my children, and we have two kids. So you can't just live off of one car. That's impossible. Like, I mean, it's possible for some people, but logically, when you have motion and things going on where she has to go to school to progress her life, uh, my daughter has to go to school to start her education, and I it's me where you never know what happens. You never know where you have to be throughout the day. So the main priority was getting into another vehicle. Okay. And I'm kind of upset because I missed my grandma's birthday because of this. But again, it's nobody's fault but mine. And I'm going to take full responsibility for it. I could blame whoever I want to blame, but I'm going to take full responsibility for this. Okay. Um, I had to purchase a new vehicle. So the vehicle that I purchased, let's just say my insurance gave me $3,000. Okay. Cool. The vehicle that I went and purchased costed 7,500. So 3,000. So 7,500 minus 3,000. That's $4,500 that I had to come up with out my rainy day fund just to get into another vehicle. Okay. So, um, so although I wanted to be, in attendance, I couldn't be in attendance because I had priorities that needed to be taken care of. And then back to the very first statement of this segment, when I told you the people around you is very key to the instruments of your success. Some people you can call on, some people you can't call on. You know what I'm saying? So, and I knew that. So instead of putting my family through something that they don't need to go through, my financial decision was to stay here and handle what I needed to handle. And did it get done? Yes, it got done. Are we moving forward? Yes, we are moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And um, people project and gonna say whatever they want to say about whatever and whoever. You know what I'm saying? You let people talk. People not in your shoes. People are not in your situation. You know what I'm saying? They will never be in your situation. They will never think like you, and they will never be you. The only thing that you really need from one another is if that person is going to be a key instrument to the part of your success. You know what I'm saying? That could be friends, that could be family, that could be anybody. Anybody. This goes for anybody. This nobody is excluded when you talk about the the key instruments to your success. Nobody. People will sit here and watch people struggle and laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep them people away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will talk behind you. Keep them people away from you. You know what I'm saying? And actually keep them people near you because you want to hear what they talking about. And actually half the time that you hear them talking, they really ain't talking about nothing. Um, so again, if I did not have key instruments around me, if I didn't have key instruments around me, I would have not gotten to the place I'm at now. If you do not have key instruments around you, start reevaluating these pieces. You get what I'm saying? I had to sit back this year and reevaluate a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is serious too. This is real serious. Like I hope I hope that somebody leaves here today and actually reaches their mental process thought that I might need to reevaluate these key instruments around me because it might not be working. You know what I'm saying? I did it just personal experience. You know what I'm saying? I did it before. I had key instruments around me that won't working. Got them up out of there. Like I got them up out of there. It's life. You get what I'm saying? Like although it may hurt sometimes, keep it moving. Although it may sting sometimes, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It might even it might even burn a hole in your brain. Just keep it moving, man. It ain't worth it. All right. Now, uh, we I touched a little bit on finances today, and I actually do want to give y'all something. I don't want y'all to leave with nothing today, and that's just the accountant in me. I have to talk direct into I have to talk direct into some type of finance for me to feel accomplished today. Today, I felt like I was kind of preaching a sermon and letting y'all know about the new services that we have coming up here. But, um, but I do want to leave y'all with something. So let me look over something and just try to give you. let me try to give you something that can definitely, let's see if I can find something in stocks or something that I could leave y'all here with. And I'm glad I write notes, because if I didn't, we have to remember a whole lot. And that's the thing. I think people, take us for granted because they're only accountants. They only work with numbers. No, 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 we don't. Like, we do a whole lot. We do a whole lot. Budgeting. Okay, boom. Let's go on budget. Here we go. I'm glad. There we go. We're gonna go on budget. Okay. We're gonna talk a little bit about budgeting before I get up out of here today, y'all. Um, I thank y'all for joining. I thank everybody in here for listening. Anybody that comes to the podcast, and we will be back on schedule from this week on out. So, I apologize about the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there was on me. But again, I don't have a team like this. This right here, if I had somebody that, that I could have called on to cover my podcast for me, I probably would have did it. But it's just me right now. So again, I'm gonna leave y'all with some budgeting tips, okay? And if you missed the earlier part of the show, you can, always go back and view the live. It does save. Um, I did give out some key points today, some very important points today. You know, uh, but it's not over. It's not over yet. I'm not getting off. I told you I'm about to go over directly something in finance, because earlier we was talking and I was giving y'all more so financial life advice. I want to give y'all more so financial gain advice right now. So, okay. So when it comes to budgeting, okay? When it comes to budgeting, you want to have a strategic plan, you want to have a long range plan, and you want to have a capital budget. All right. These three things, when these, and this is just this is more so for person, this is personal and for business as well. Okay. So when you have a strategic plan, right, you want to come up with overall goals, and you want to come up with overall objectives. Objectives is the things that you do that is going to help you accomplish your goal. Okay. Those for the people that don't know. Okay. Long range planning, you're planning for the next 5 to 10 years. Me and my homeboy Brave, we actually do this when we sit here on the phone. We'll talk on the phone, and we'll try to discuss and think about things that we want to get done for the next 5 years, next 5 to 10 years. And we actually go out there and did it. Me and my best friend Scotty, um, we actually did that coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, our 5 to 10 year plan was to go to college and graduate. He stuck on with it straight out of high school. I had to go through life, experience life a little, went back and got to it within the 10 years. So again, it's good to have budgeting and overall strategic plans. Okay. Like, these things is not made up. I just told you 2 instances in my life where I did it and it happened, and we have accomplished it. Me and my brother Brave, me and my brother Scotty. You know what I'm saying? Like, started off with Scotty, we did it, we accomplished it, we both graduated college. I don't know if y'all knew that was one of our 5 to 10 year plans when we graduated high school. It was to graduate and go through school, go through college, graduate college, and become the career you wanted to become in. He did it. I did it. That's our 5 year plan accomplished. Okay. I don't know if a lot of people can go back 5 to 10 years and think about the things that they said and the things that they wanted to do and see if they accomplished it or not. Because a lot of people just be talking and not accomplishing goals, sitting there living life day by day, paycheck by paycheck and stuff like that. We don't live like that. Okay. We want to advance in life, make things happen, and create new opportunities. If you're not creating new opportunities, you are the opportunity. So capital budgeting is planned expenditures for facilities, equipment, etc. You people, I don't know if you actually have facilities. Some people do have facilities. Some people do have to buy equipment. So this is just keeping track of your finances. Again, if I remember, I told you I'm about to start offering bookkeeping services. This is part of bookkeeping. You have to know your budget to know how much you're going to spend on through the month, okay? Up through the year, up until the next 5 years, okay? So, and that's the stuff that we do. Like, we plan for the next 5 to 10 years. Although things may happen in the very soon 6 to 12 months, as accountants, we are supposed to be prepared for things like that because it's not supposed to knock us off our 5 to 10 year plan. And this goes for not just accountants, this goes for American citizens as well. So the things that they taught me is now going to be the things that I start to teach y'all. And this is just for personal gain, personal finance, financial gain, financial success, and a journey that you all are going to take. I have nothing to do with that part of that journey. The only thing that I feel like I have to do is give knowledge to help you build on y'all journey. Okay? I don't want no credit for nothing y'all do. I don't need no credit for nothing y'all do. But it would be great for a shout out, you know, shoot. If put like this, if I went and heard a show and then the next 4 months I was a 6 figure person, I would go shout out that show. I would definitely go show that show love because ultimately that show helped me gain the financial knowledge and exposure that you needed. Okay. So um master budgeting, it summarizes all sub units. Okay. So this so a person's master budget, like in personal finance, a person's master budget would kind of be like um their gross income for the month. So whatever you gross for the month, that would be your master budget because whatever you gross through that month, you have to pay all your sub units. Okay, rent would be your main. That would be your main. That's everybody main. If you got a mortgage would be your main. Then you would drop down to all sub units. Sub units is car payment, um, car insurance, phone bill, electricity, gas, things of that sort. That will all be your sub units. So inside your master budget, you you plan for all sub units throughout your gross income, your gross monthly income. So that's where I'm gonna leave off at. Okay. Because if I go any farther into it, I'll be giving free game out. And I'm not giving free game out no more. This like I will help. You can call on me. We will be talking about finance every Monday morning in the news. But on Wednesday, we will start to host a new finance show, and it will be for the people that wants to gain the financial knowledge and credit, the financial knowledge and um, monthly expenses, monthly income. You know, just folk that I really know who are going to need the financial advice that is going to be given. I do thank everybody for the support. I do thank everybody that joined today because it has been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we have hosted a live show, and it's because life does life in everybody's life. Life be lifing, okay? So, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. If I sit here and act like I'm perfect, I'm giving you fake content, and everything that will be posted, everything that is recorded will be authentic. Like you will see this in real time and through life. Okay, this is not no gimmick. We not scamming people. I'm not here to scam nobody. But if you do want, and I do want to help y'all and see y'all succeed. Listen, nobody life determines the shape or outcome of mine. Okay, so even if I give you a jewel or a tip that makes you a millionaire, and I'm still sitting here in this same chair right here, I did what I was supposed to do. I don't need nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? What is meant will come. And like I said, it does not change the outcome or what is meant for me. Okay. So again, if I do help in y'all do take off, I want to congratulate y'all. I want to support y'all in y'all endeavors in life. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to be one of the key instruments to the value of your success. I don't need to be the key instrument to your success. That's not my part in life. My part in life is to basically go out here and teach finance. You know what I'm saying? Help people learn financial knowledge. So, um, this has been a good show, and I'm glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? We will be back here at 10:45 tonight, and that is for the entertainment show. Um, I'm wrapping this finance show up. And again, our quote of the day was, I learned to question success. Oh, I learned to question success a lot more than failure. I'm gonna say it again because I messed up. I learned to question success a lot more than failure. Why you succeeding? Because I went and got it. Thank you for joining the F&E podcast. This is your host, Akili Paige. I will see you later on tonight at 10:45. We will be talking about the Winners Table Fantasy League and all the entertainment and news through the last 2 weeks. I thank you. We out.